You here. We experience deja vu in our relationships. The same issues that cause us to leave our ex are now the same issues surfacing in our current relationship. Our ex was physically abusive, and our current may be verbally abusive. Our ex didn't have a job, and our current just got fired from their job. Look at somebody and say, deja vu. The last baby's daddy was trifling and immature, and the new baby's daddy is acting trifling and immature. Am I coming down somebody's street yet? Have we not been there before? It's a different man, but the same old issue. It's a different sister, but the same old issue. It's a different job, but the same old. If I get the new job, I'm going to go to work on time. Y'all ain't going to help me preach in here now. And several months down the line, you're called into your boss's office with a little verbal warning about coming in late. Deja vu. Seemed like I've been there at some point before. We might see it in our children. One may be failing out of school. One may be promiscuous. One may be argumentative, defiant, and lazy and rebellious. One may be constantly in trouble with the law. Have we not been here before? It's a different child, but the same old issue. Deja vu. Come on, parents, say amen. That older one never cleaned that nasty room, and it seemed like they passed their habits on down to the younger one, and you're fussing the same fuss you used to fuss before with this one. Look at somebody and say, deja vu. Deja vu. It's a different child, but the same issue. So-and-so's not doing their homework. They're clowning in class. You've been there. In the principal's office, at the parent-teacher conference, and then the next one comes up, and you get the call, come on, Talbert's not doing his homework, not passing it in, clowning in class. Seem like the same thing over and over again. Somebody say deja vu. Deja vu. We may experience it in our workplaces. Leave one job for another in hopes of more money, and yet we're still struggling to get our bills paid. The co-workers at the last job were getting on our nerves, and guess what? Our new co-workers are getting on our nerves. Our last boss was demanding and mean, and our new boss is demanding and mean. Have we not been here before? It's a different job, but the same old issue. Could it be deja vu? And brothers and sisters, we may even experience this in our religious life. We left our last church because the people were always fighting and cold. Now in this church, it seems that the people are always fighting and cold. We left the last church because we couldn't get along with the pastor. He was always talking about me from the pulpit. Am I in the right house? And now we're in this church, and once again, here goes the pastor talking about me in the pulpit. I wonder if the last pastor talked to this pastor. Oh, y'all ain't gonna help me preach in here. Have I not been here before? It's a different place, but the same old issue. Could it be deja vu? And sometimes deja vu moments may be generational. Your mama was a single parent and struggled to make ends meet. And now you're a single parent struggling to make ends meet. Generational. Your daddy never completed high school or went to college, and you never completed high school or went to college. Your parents struggled with alcohol and domestic violence, and you struggle with Mary Jane and can't keep a relationship. Oh, yeah. Your parents were overweight and had diabetes and hypertension and high blood pressure, and the doctor told you if you don't change your diet and your habits, you're going to have the same thing. Deja vu. All over again. Have we not been here before? Have we not done this before? Can it be deja vu? Well, brothers and sisters, may I submit to you this morning that what you are going through may simply be a remediation test of your faith. God just might be putting you in remedial class. What are you talking about, Pastor? You understand when you flunk one course, they allow you to go to summer school. Please don't flunk in summer school. I just got quiet in the house. And see, the problem with us in the church is God has put many of us in remedial class. He's put many of us in summer school. And we're flunking the summer school class. Baby, if you took the course one time, it ought to come easier the second time around. So God is putting us in remedial class. He's testing our faith. Past mistakes, former challenges have resulted in you having to repeat a faith level and retake the exam. And this may be an opportunity to break those cycles and pain and correct those wrongs of the past. And such was the experience of the Israelites in our text. They were frequently tempted, tested, and tried. From the time their backs were against the Red Sea and Pharaoh's chariots were chasing them down until many rose up challenging the authority of Moses, these people would be tempted, tested, and tried, and they would fail every time. They would complain. They would pass blame. They would fear. They would doubt. Then they would complain. And they would pass blame. And they would fear. And they would doubt. And then they would complain. And they would pass blame. And they would fear. And they would doubt. And then guess what they would do? They would complain. Come on, and pass blame and fear. And how many of us are looking at the failures in our life, and instead of getting ourselves to a point where we can pass the test and retake the exam, we keep pointing to somebody else as the blame for what we're going through in our life. Oh, I'm going to lose the whole house in here right now. Amen. I'm so sick and tired, brothers and sisters, and hopefully I can say this without offending some of y'all. I'm tired of my brothers, my black brothers out there always blaming somebody else for why they're failing. Yeah, come on, y'all. Y'all ain't going to help me in here. It's the white man just don't want me to get this job. Sorry, they don't hire former drug dealers in the schools. That ain't got nothing to do with the white man. Y'all ain't gonna help me preach in here today. I understand that there is legitimacy to systemic racism. I understand that. Amen. I understand that racial profiling is real, but just because you got pulled over does not necessarily mean you've been profiled. Listen, brother, if the tag on your license plate is expired and you got a rejection sticker, come on, y'all, and they ran the plates and your car is not insured and your license is revoked, it ain't got nothing to do with racial profiling. It has to do with you not having your house in order. Y'all ain't gonna help me preach in here now. Passing blame. It's not the young lady's fault that you don't see your children. Oh, God, help me now. Or you don't pay your child support. Just because you're mad with her doesn't give you a right to abdicate your responsibility to them. We complain. We pass blame. We doubt and fear. And sisters, don't think I was going to leave y'all out. I'm an equal opportunity pastor. Y'all ain't gonna help me in here now. See, because mama tried to tell